Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a long overdue update for my project 10 uses. I cannot remember the last time I updated this project pan. It's one of those that just fell through the cracks, but I have two rollouts today, so I am excited to share those with you. This project for me, I was inspired by Chic Geek, but it was born out of Pamela's eyeshadows not really working out for me. So I do have 3 eyeshadows in this project. 2 are randomly generated for me, and I have 1 palette to just use 10 times. And I think there are 3 other products in here, and sometimes I randomly generate those too if I feel like it, and other times I just simply hand choose the products I want to get a little bit of use on. This is working for me in like a shop my stash manner, but that's enough rambling. Let's hop into my progress and we'll start off with the randomized eyeshadows. So the one that's been in the longest comes from my Odins Eye Norns palette. This was great to have out in the winter time. I was to use Amber Place 10 times. As of the last update, whenever that was, I had used it 6, and I have used it 4 additional times to put me at 10 uses on this shade. It was really beautiful, and I got some use out of a lot of other shades in this palette as well. So I really enjoyed having this pulled out. The cat's acting crazy, and we will be randomly generating a new eyeshadow to work on. The second random eyeshadow comes from my Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette, and I'm supposed to be working on the shade Dark Side. As of the last update, I had used it 3 times, and I've only used it once since then, so I am at 4 out of 10 uses. This will have to be a priority moving forward. We're now into spring, and I really should have focused on this palette more in the winter as well to knock it out, but unfortunately I didn't do that. The palette I chose myself out of my winter palette selection was the Odins Eye Christmas Eve palette, and as of the last update I had only used this once. I've used it 4 times since the last update, so I'm halfway to my goal now. I've used this palette 5 out of 10 times, and I'm having a great time with this. I still have yet to use like these yellowy gold shades, but I think I've used everything else. Yes, definitely reached for the greens, the blues, and the purples. This has been a joy to use in the winter months, but I think I can get some springy looks out of this too with the yellows and the purple and this green shade as well. So I will definitely continue to get use out of this. I have 5 more to go. Next I have my e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Rose Glow. As of the last update I had used it 5 times, and unfortunately I've only reached for this 1 time as well. It's more cool toned, so it should go good with those other eyeshadows I haven't been using as frequently. I have been focusing on hitting pan in a highlighter, which I did today as I'm filming this, so this can be my focus moving forward. I don't have highlighters in other projects. That is correct. So I only have 4 more uses on this. Now that this is the only highlighter technically that I'm working on, I probably will shop my stash as well, but it should be pretty easy to knock out 4 additional uses on this before the next update. I have not used my Dose of Colors Date Night since the last update. I have not been reaching for a red lip. I have used this 3 times, so still a ways to go. I knew this would be a long haul product though. But I am excited to be rolling out my Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Manila. I had used it 5 times as of the last update and have used it 5 times since. And I'm really not working on that many lip products. I only have 2 currently in projects, and then on the side I'm trying to pan 1 or 2. So I thought it would be fun, because I can't make decisions for the life of me, to also randomize a lip product to roll in. So we're going to do 1 randomized eyeshadow to replace the Odins Eye Norns palette, and 1 randomized lip product to replace this Ofra liquid lipstick. I might regret this, who knows, but I'm excited to see how it goes. I will say, if the lipstick is another red, I won't roll that in because that's just silly, but anything else, hopefully, is fair game. So first up, we will randomize the eyeshadow to replace the Odins Eye Amber Place. I have in the numbers 565 to 1843. That is the section of my spreadsheet that has eyeshadows that are not individual shadows, because those are currently in my notepan left behind, so I excluded them. 680. This also comes from my Nightingale palette, so I'm going to re-roll. Hopefully you don't think that's cheating. 1245. I cannot be more excited to pull this palette in. Okay. Ooh. I'm like speechless. Okay, let's do the lip product too so that I can gather up my products at the same time. I need to figure out what numbers to put in. 1 second. Okay, for all of my lip products, that's lip liners, lip gloss, like everything, I have in the numbers 96 to 241. 149. That is a liquid lipstick that I've used a decent amount already this year, but it'll get 10 more uses from me. Let me go grab those and I will be right back. I'm back and I'm super excited, my camera's wobbling, about my randomized pick. The randomized lipstick is from Huda Beauty in the shade Trendsetter. This is a very warm shade, similar-ish to like Ofra Miami Fever. And it will actually go really well with eyeshadows I'm panning right now in Project Level Up. It's definitely more of like a fall lipstick, but that's okay. I think it is really beautiful. But then what I'm super excited about is the randomized eyeshadow comes from my Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette. This is one of my tippy top favorite palettes to pull out in spring and summer. So I don't even care what the shade is specifically, but having this out and having this out to play with will be so much fun. The shade I did roll that I need to specifically use 10 times is Butter Pecan, which is this dark peachy kind of shade. So definitely not like the most fun shade out of this palette. It's in more of the neutral family up here, and it's also a matte, but like I said, just having this out and pulling for it, I will definitely be inspired to use many of the other shades. The last 2 years I've had this, you have had to like force me to put this away and focus on some of my other eyeshadows in projects. So I'm just so excited for this. I love this palette so much, and I'm excited it will get at least 10 uses from me this spring summer. Next month I plan on being able to roll out the highlighter, of course, with only 4 more uses, and I would like to get the 5 more uses on my Christmas Eve palette because I just don't want this carrying over forever. But we'll see. We'll have at least 1 roll out next time, but I'm so excited about what I rolled into this project pan. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sorry for not updating this for however long. It's just fallen through the wayside a little bit. As many of my video ideas have been lately, but I'm really happy I filmed this today. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!